top story of the day. This is a little hard to believe.
What?
A gentleman has reached 1 million as his gamer score on Xbox/Xbox One.
No kidding.
That's
Already?
Right. That's right. Well, no, I mean,
he's been doing this all along, but he managed to get the 1 million game score while playing Titanfall.
Correct. He goes by the name Stallion83.
Wow.
And he's got 1 million gamer score, and this actually happened on Twitch. He said 8 years, 3 months. He hit 500,000 back in 2010.
Jesus.
So it took him roughly 3.5 or so years, maybe you could say 4 years. You know. It took him 1,595 games to get to 1 million.
God, he had probably played like My Little Pony, Strawberry
yeah,
Shortcake. He played every game.
You'd literally have to play every game almost.
Oh, God, I admire him.
Now, to put this into perspective, the second place guy is somebody, one of our Canadian brothers and sisters, Smirnoff, who has 939,000, is his gamer score.
Yeah.
So he's 60,000 behind him, and he's played 1,610 games.
AI, what do you think about this?
I was going to say he must be pretty special if he's being talked about on our show.
Exactly. See,
I'm also being sarcastic.
No, you're not being, though, because I can tell your truth serum's kicking in here. We have an interview here with Dave Cook, who's joining us from Scotland from VG247. He's not only been reviewing Dark Souls 2, he's been journaling the game. But for someone that's not terribly familiar with Dark Souls 2, maybe is watching it on Twitch and is trying to figure out what the heck it is that they are watching, what are a few things for them to look out for?
Say it's the whole thing about it being hard. I think that's what makes it so alluring, is you want to kind of prove the game wrong. You know, when they say prepare to die, you know, with the first Dark Souls game, you're going to try and beat the game, right?
Right. Well, isn't that the idea? And again, for those who's tuning in, welcome. We're talking to Dave Cook, all the way in Scotland.
Yeah, he's in Scotland.
What part of Scotland? Not that this will make a difference, because I've never been there, but just in case we have any Scottish...
I bet you he's in Sydney.
Probably, yeah.
Sydney, Scotland.
He's in London, right?
I know all the geography of that part of Asia.
I'm in Edinburgh, the capital city.
Yeah.
A big castle. It's awesome.
If there's anything you wanted people to take away from your journal so far, if there's a moment that you just wanted to tell people out there, what would it be, just as a final thought?
I'd say definitely always remember that the game is there to be beaten. If it feels like it's impossible, and believe me, at your darkest hour, you will feel like you just want to give up and walk away. Don't.
All right.
Good metaphor for life, too.
Yeah.
And for this show. We're here every day, 5 days a week.
Paul and I feel beaten every single day, yet we just keep going.
But it's a show that's meant to be finished. Dave Cook, UK news editor, VG247. Sir, thank you very much for joining us. Let's put up the graphic as he's going here. All right, so follow along, VG247.
Dave's Cook.
That's right. Anyway, Dave, thanks so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Next story on the docket here is about Amazon. There are rumors that they were taking away negative reviews on Titanfall.
Ah, what?
I'm not going to take it anymore, Todd. What people were doing is they were giving it 3 stars, or anything less than a 5-star was allegedly being taken off of Amazon, to the point where it looked like this. So the current one is, as it stands, as of about 2 hours ago, was this, 3.5 stars. But initially, within the first time it was releasing or whatever, it was all 5 stars, and it was all positive. So
look, I'm going to make the obvious connection. I believe that there was a big corporate entity putting pressure on Amazon to remove those negative scores, to make their product look better so more people would buy it and generate revenue. And I believe that corporation is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, it's KFC, otherwise known as Yummy Brands. Hideo Kijima, again, did a Twitch stream this morning, an interview on Konami's Twitch screen. We have a couple of clips from it. AI, go and play one if you could.
Ooh, a clip.
How do you feel about the launch of Ground Zeroes? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm really excited about that. I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, I know that things are just getting tougher for Phantom Pain.
Biden! Oh,
what?
Sorry.
Dude, that was the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life.
I blacked out.
Do we even screen these videos before we show them to our audience?
I don't know.
I love this man. This guy has done excellent work. But next time, give me that video and I'll post some explosions into it or something, because, man, that was worse than the movie Benjamin Button.
Well, it was inside the actor's studio.
Keely, you really bring out people's charisma when you do an interview.
Well, it's tough to do an interview with a translator and stuff.
No, it's not. Trying to do one with a tranny, that's difficult.
Yeah.
Every day I manage it, though.
We've got it on our website, GameTalkLive.tv, if you guys want the link to the...
There is good information there.
Oh, yeah.
Just drink a Red Bull before you
watch
watch it.
Do a 5-hour energy. Dungeons and Dragons, but not the game.
Ooh.
Turn it into a form of yoga.
Well, that was stupid.
He created this form of Dungeons and Dragons yoga. Go ahead and play the video, because what I have to say has nothing important compared to this. Yes.
You manage to slice at the side of the goblet, connecting with a dull thud.
Is this real?
It's just
because one, the women in there are way too attractive for a typical yoga class.
You roll dice, yeah.
Can you imagine stepping on a 4-sided dice?
This guy looked like his friend said to come. This would be a good idea because you can see the curls still on his mat.
Yeah. By the way, this has to be New York. Look how small the space is.
Oh, it's Brooklyn, yeah.
It's Brooklyn?
This is probably $19,000 a month.
A bag of holding would do really well in this space, by the way.
Again, I think it makes sense because we actually do yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays around here. It's also video game themed.
Feel the heat in the room. It's Tetris yoga. Your block forms into the square as the line forms into one. So let's go ahead and get into our S-shaped pattern with the square as the focus as we go into
this is part of our journey.
The fate of the earth is in my hands. No choice but to take a stand. I don't care if I'm wrong or right. All I do is stand